Hey everyone, so I've already gone ahead and primed my skin, so now I'm going to go in with Revlon PhotoReady Skinlights Face Illuminator in 100 Bare Light. I really want this look to be focused on the skin, and I really want to do sort of a very dewy, fresh look. So I am going to apply this to the highest points of my cheeks and down the bridge of my nose, and then on the tip as well. I don't really want to put this too many places because I don't want my face to look greasy. I really do want just strategic highlighting. So now I'm just blending in that illuminator with my beauty blender. So now I'm going to take L'Oreal's Infallible 24-Hour Pro Match Foundation. You could use whatever foundation you like as long as it has like a long wearing formula, since this is day to night. And now I'm just applying this with my beauty blender. I usually would apply this foundation with a buffing brush. Since I do want to ensure as dewy and fresh of a finish as possible, I am going to use a beauty blender. So now I'm taking NYX HD Concealer, and I'm just applying that underneath my eyes, on the sides of my nose, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and then my chin. So now I'm just going to go ahead and set all the areas that I just highlighted with my NYX HD Finishing Powder in the color Banana. So now, even though I do want to keep this look as fresh and dewy and glowy as possible, I do want it to last all day, so I'm going to set certain areas with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the color 004 Sandstorm and just my Morphe powder brush. So now I'm going to go in with some bronzer and then this Morphe bronzing brush, not really sure. If you find that this is too much for you for daytime, then of course don't do it. But personally, like, I can never not bronze, so. So usually I'd apply blush after I did my highlighter, but since I really want the highlight to be very pronounced, I'm going to do the blush first. So for that, I'm going in with Tarte's Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the color Magic. So now I'm going in with my Carli Bybel palette and this Morphe fan brush. I'm going to be taking the lightest highlighter shade right here and just popping that on the highest points of my cheeks, cupid's bow, tip of my nose, and then the bridge of my nose. Basically, apply this anywhere you want to highlight. So now we're going to do eyebrows, and I'm using the NYX Tame frame in the color Brunette, and just a spoolie and an angled eyeliner brush. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I filled my eyebrows off camera, and now we're just going to prime the eyelids. I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Now, it's especially important to use an eyeshadow primer for this look because it is a day to night look and you want your eyeshadow to last as long as possible. So to set your primer, you're going to want to take any skin colored eyeshadow and just set your eye look. It doesn't really have to be any one in particular, Personally, I'm just using the matte highlight shade in the Carli Bybel palette. So now I'm just going to take a blending brush. I'm using Salted Caramel. I'm just taking that into the crease, and this is going to be our transition shade. On that same brush, I want to take a darker light brown shade. I'm going to be taking Milk Chocolate from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And this time I'm going to concentrate it more into the crease just to add some more depth and definition. I just realized I should probably come a bit closer so you guys can see this. So now taking a smaller blending brush, I am going to use this shade right here from the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm going to apply that more tightly into my crease. This isn't exactly going to be a cut crease look, I just don't want it to go too high up. So lastly, for the crease, I want to take a darker brown color, and not super dark but medium dark, and for that I am using Semi Sweet from the Chocolate Bar palette. That we're going to apply solely on the outer V just to add some definition without being too overboard. Even though this is supposed to be subtle, I still want my eyes to be defined. Now for the lid, like I said, I want the focus of this look to be on the skin, so I want to do something very simple with the eyes. I'm going to be taking a light pink shade. I'm using Strawberry Bonbon from the Chocolate Bar palette. So just for that added definition, I am going to go in with that purple color from the Carli Bybel palette again, and I'm just going to run that on my lower lash line. So I am going to add a winged eyeliner. It's really up to you how bold or how subtle you want it to be. Personally, I want it to be like right in between. I am just going to go ahead with my Essence Superfine eyeliner pen and my NYX matte liquid liner, and I'm going to create a wing. I think I'm going to do this off camera because I really need to get super close to the mirror. I'll be right back. So I just went ahead and did some winged eyeliner off camera. This is what they look like. So now I'm just going to take a nude eyeliner on my waterline. So I just realized that I forgot to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. So for my brow bone, I'm taking the matte highlighter shade in the Carli Bybel palette. And for the inner corner, I'm just taking the same highlighter that we used all over our face. So lastly, for the eyes, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and apply some L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara in the waterproof formula. Now the reason I'm using waterproof formula is because waterproof mascaras tend to hold the curl of your lashes better. And since this is a day to night look, you really do want your lashes to be popping all day. Lastly, moving on to lips, I am going to be using the NYX lip liner in the color Rose and the Tarte Maracuja Divine Shine lip gloss. That sounds so weird. So to finish it all off, I'm going to be taking my trusty NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray and just spraying my face. So this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed my daytime look. Let's get into nighttime. Okay guys, so now moving on to the nighttime look. I wore this look to school today just so that I can give you what the makeup would actually wear like throughout the day. But yeah, so first thing you want to do is you want to remove the lip color that you had throughout the day and apply a lip treatment, whether that be like a lip balm, a lip butter, a lip mask, like whatever you want to put on to moisturize them. Go ahead and do that. I just use some good old cocoa butter Vaseline just so that when it comes time to do the lip color, they're nice and conditioned. Okay, sorry, my hair was really bothering me. But now you want to work on touch-ups. So I've already gone ahead and blotted all the excess oil off my face. And so now I'm just taking my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I'm just applying that to the areas where I blotted off. And that I just feel like need a little bit of extra coverage since this is a little bit tinted. It's not going to give me like an amazing amount of coverage, but it'll do enough. So now for the face, I actually wanted to contour a little bit because this morning I did add a little bit of bronzer, but since it's nighttime, I kind of want to be a little bit more glam. I'm actually going to take a shadow from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm just taking Milk Chocolate. Okay guys, so I just realized that my camera actually cut me off, so I'm sorry if anything looks different. I had to go let my camera charge. But anyway, all I did was I contoured, I touched up my blush, and I touched up my highlighter. And then I also threw in this, the darkest purple shade in the Carli Bybel palette into my crease just to darken up the crease a little bit. I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and the shade Semi-Sweet from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm just going to apply that directly into my crease. Now for the nighttime look, I'm going for more of a sultry, sexy look. So the focus is no longer primarily on the skin, it's more on the eyes. I'm making the eyes look very smoky and dramatic and just very pink. Okay guys, I'm sorry, my camera cut me off again, so I don't really know what's happening, but we're just gonna hopefully keep going. So all I did was I added backdoor into my outer crease using this the same little like smaller blending brush. And so now I'm just going to do that to the other side. So as I was saying, I really wanted to make this look to be more focused on the eyes and less so on the skin. So I feel like it's almost kind of a complete 180 from the first one. The first one, or the daytime look I should say, was very fresh and dewy and glowy and just, I don't know, kind of like innocent. I think I am going to add a little bit of black, just a tiny bit, and I'm going to take from the same smoked palette the color Blackout on a smaller pencil brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my outer V, kind of along that wing and then into the outer crease. For the lids, I'm going to be taking this Lorac Starry Eyed Baked Eyeshadow Trio in the color Starstruck, which my friend Erin actually gave to me for my birthday. Shout out to Erin. I'm just going to take this on my Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here and applying that all over my lid. So I don't know if I mentioned this or if my camera cut me off before I could say this, but I am going to be adding some glitter to my eyelid because I really want to make this look very glittery, very glam. And so now I'm going to be taking NYX Roll-On Shimmer in the color Pink, and I'm just going to roll that onto my eyelid. And so now, since we're going to want to blend that out at least a little bit, I'm just going to be taking any dense shadow brush will do. I think I'm going to use this one by Morphe. This is actually a concealer brush, but I think it'll get the job done. So basically all you're doing is you're just kind of dispersing this, so it's not just like, so it doesn't look like you literally just rolled it onto your eyes. So now the lower lash line, I'm going to take some of that purpley lid color, and I'm going to run that on the inner half of the lower lash line. And what I've noticed, like while I've been editing my videos, is that I make the ugliest faces ever, and I totally don't mean to. So then when I'm editing, I'm like, oh my god. Then I'm also going to be taking the shade Backdoor and running that on the outer half of my lash line. I more so like went like 2/3 of the way in actually. So now we're almost done with the eyes. I'm just going to take the other side of this nude eyeliner that I used and just run this on my waterline. Last for eyes, I'm going to be applying some false eyelashes. You totally don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just find it easier than building up more mascara, and I like the look of it better. But if you do want to build up from the mascara that you had from earlier on in the day, just something that I learned from Juicy Star 7 actually is to just take some Vaseline, rub it between your fingers, and then sort of rub that along your eyelashes. That way it sort of like reactivates the formula and you can just build it up more easily. I really like these lashes because they're like crisscross, so they'll like add volume while still looking natural. So yeah, I'm going to do that off camera because I need to be super close to the mirror, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while the eyelash glue is drying, we're just going to move on to lips. So by now, like whatever lip balm, lip treatment, whatever you put on your lips should be dry. So I am just going in with the NYX lip pencil in the color Rose, and I'm just going to be outlining my lips. This is the same lip liner that we used earlier, by the way. And since I don't want this lip to be too pink, I am going to take NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Stockholm. And we're almost done. The last step for the eyes that you want to do is you want to highlight. So I'm just taking the color Kinky from the Urban Decay Smoked Palette, and I'm going to use this both on my brow bone and my inner corner. Since we have such a glittery eyelid going on, I don't really want to do a shimmery highlight. So I kind of do want to add a little bit of pink back into this. I feel like it's a bit too, like, not my cup of tea. So I'm just going to take this Milani lipstick in the color 25 Naturally Chic. Just going to go back in with some black eyeshadow to mattify that real quick. Try to camouflage the band a little bit in case you went a little bit too far from the lash line. All that's left is just spray your face with some finishing spray, but since I'm about to go to sleep, I'm going to skip that step for now. But if I were going out, of course, I would spray some. So, yeah, that is my finished night look. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me. And leave a comment down below for what videos you want me to film next. If you want another makeup look or if you want some other type of video. And subscribe so you can keep up with all my new videos. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.